audience too, by the way. You know, we don't ever really talk about how people vote. You know, I don't think that on season 23 we don't have majority of people that are unreasonably voting, meaning it doesn't matter what the celebrity does. You know, I think that our core audience are very educated and dense.
Meaning they are voting for what
And
they
they
see.
vote
It's not
for
about fan bases
exactly.
anymore.
They
You've got to
can
throw it down, and if you throw something good down, these guys will reward you.
exactly. You can get a vote here and there, just like okay, I like what they did back in the day when they were on the show and so and so. But for the most part, nowadays, it's if you put out great performance, you're going to get rewarded with great scores.
Well, look, let's talk about great performances. First of all, I want to welcome everyone on Facebook, on Periscope, ABC.com, wherever you're watching. You know the drill. You got the cameras. You can make the show your own. But we're going to segue straight into our first dance tonight. And I'm imagining you guys, you're a fan of these guys here. We got Val, we got Laurie, and first of all, we're seeing the wides, which is something we do in this season, which is, I guess, giving everyone at home an opportunity to see what they hope it will look like. Now, obviously,
Not true.
I saw the dress rehearsal.
Incorrect.
So
incorrect.
what are the
incorrect.
wides for? Tell me, come on,
okay,
talk
so
to
the
us.
wides are for directors. Don't forget, this is a giant. Well, not you. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Don't forget, it's a massive show. There are
Yeah.
a lot of points. This dance is irrelevant if it's not shot well and if the audience don't get the point of the show. So wides are necessary to basically what it is. It's a finished dance to the music from beginning to the end for director with one shot, and so the director can then choreograph cameras. This has to happen by Friday, so the director has enough time to make you look good during your dance. So those wides are just like nervous version of what it ends up being.
Okay, great. So they are the first version. This is the final version. So tell
Exactly.
Tell us what we are looking for, and as far as from a dance point of view, what you think.
So I think what Val is amazing at a lot of things, but I think Dancing with the Stars taught him how to be amazing with varieties of age groups. And so, you know, he had a massive success with Zendaya, who was 16 back when she did the show. And at that time, he wasn't sure if he can add to what Zendaya is on Dancing with the Stars. How do you connect with somebody like that? So, especially after Kelly Monaco season. So I think what Zendaya season taught him is that you treat it just like you treat anybody else. You know, you adjust to age gap, but he doesn't look uncomfortable this season. You know what I mean? He comes out with beautiful numbers. We talked a little bit before the show started. You know, just don't always do the kids things.
Well, look, I tell you
know,
what.
Laurie may be 16, but she's not a child.
What we feel up here for Val this season is he's having a lot of fun. He's laughing. He's just absolutely loving the experience. From your point of view, what does he need to do to stay on track, to be there at the end?
Just beautiful choreography and great entertainment. Laurie is capable of anything he gives her. If he stays on point and delivers beautiful routines, very well constructed, you know, thought put into them, I think, you know, they're definitely going to be in the final and fighting for that win.
Well, look, I want to ask this question to you of all of our couples tonight. What part of their partnership do you think that the audience at home is really responding to?
Friendship. You know, not every partnership has to have some sort of sexual tension. Friendship is a basic form. This is what dance starts with. We say hello, we shake hands. It's not straight, hey, and then bang, let's stand really close and do romantic things. She's amazing. She's giving him back everything he asks for, and I love this partnership.
Okay, and what are the biggest challenges do you think that could possibly lay ahead from them not holding that mirror ball at the end of the season?
But again, a bit of an age thing. I think you remember, you know what pops into mind is the way Mark and Sean Johnson, when Mark Ballas was our partner originally, how they literally stole the show. They stole it in the finale. She was amazing, but they were never sort of like talked about as winners. Gilles Marini, I think, was there, and he was the celebrity to beat. And they came out in the finale, and they did this incredible freestyle. I think Val needs to start thinking about that freestyle, how that's going to set them apart.
I think you look around, what we have left in this season is some incredible dancers.
Absolutely.
And there are no clear favourites to win at this point, right?
I don't think
it's
so.
It's anybody's game.
I think because you see how the show started and where it is now. You know, a lot of things changed. A lot of people look different now. Kelvin Johnson, I don't think, came out looking amazing. He looks incredible now, and so I'm excited to see him. I hope he can maintain that sort of momentum. Val and Laurie came out at the top, kind of dipped a little bit. You know, Jenna and Gleb tried to work their things out, coming off with this massively hot, exciting sort of number.
Yeah.
You wonder how they're going to follow up, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that was an incredible performance. So, you know, once you hit the ceiling, you then put a lot of pressure on you as a pro to then deliver something else and something else. You don't want
and
the
the
audience
show
to be used
so
to it.
much about momentum, and it's about continued momentum, so it'll be interesting. But we have got Len returning tonight, so as we wait for our first scores, what do you think he looks for? What does he add? I mean, if you were out there and you're trying to target Len and get a 10 from him, what does he want to see?
Len is a representative of all of our viewers. What I mean by that is that Len is a no-nonsense judge. I'm not saying others are nonsense judges, but I think for the most
He's a
part,
stickler for
people
technique,
are
right?
allowing themselves to kind of find things, pick on things, look for things. You know, we're all humans. We love somebody. We want to love them, even if it's not a great performance. Len is extremely neutral, and he sees, and even if it's a hip-hop routine that he doesn't understand, but he has to judge, he's going to look at it, he's going to say, I liked it or I didn't like it. He'll give a couple of points, say why, and move on with life. He doesn't overthink these things, you know what I mean? So to please Len, you have to be very clear, and that end result has to be the end result and doesn't not look like the wide you do on Friday.
All right, well, look, we're going to find out those scores very soon. I think, Max, you're going to step out for a second, and I'm going to talk to these two. So big round of applause, and keep the questions coming in for Max here. Make them good, as he said, at DWTS All Access. And we will now welcome in our very first guests of All Access tonight, Tara